This story contains heavy themes. Please consult the content warnings below. Come close, speak soft, gather round, sweet children, and let me give you a tale. Come close and whisper. Our haunted mother is wearing sorrow's veil. Hello, and welcome back to Husk on Twitch, the Baddie Bards, Husk production, whole shebigity. Welcome. So this is episode 3. We're halfway in. This is it. So let's see what happens this episode. I'm going to let my cast go ahead and introduce themselves, and then I'll lead us into our story. We're going to get started this time with Apple. And you can
hello, everybody.
There.
Of course, yeah. My name is Apple Juice. It's Apple Juice spelled like Beetlejuice. I use any and all pronouns, and I will be playing Curtis Copernicus, the human rogue. Pronouns he, they. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck the party has gotten themselves into. And I will popcorn Satine.
Hey, Sateenbonnet here. Name. Pronouns, my name, none. I never said what my actual character rank and lineage is. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to be playing Ansel, pronouns it, they, and she, playing the flickering dark monk. And I'm going to popcorn into Bluu.
Hi, gang. I'm Bluu. My pronouns are they, Faye. And I'm playing Kyrene Asanem, the chaos magic sorcerer, and Faye Reaper warlock. Yeah, I am kind of flavoring my species a little bit, but y'all will see how we do that as we play. And I'm gonna popcorn it to Duck.
What's going on, y'all? This your favorite friend, Duck, here in the building. I'm playing, pronouns they, them. I am playing Brain, pronouns he, him, who is a mechanist dwarf, master blacksmith, all around great guy. And I'm passing it over to Alix.
All of you are so correct about everything you've said. Hey, howdy, hi, y'all. My name is Alix. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to be your game master for this evening. So let's dive in. In the life of the void, there are 2 sisters, one dark, one bright. The 2 sisters walk different paths, parallel but distinct, along the ladder of life, the twisting root vine of creation and becoming. The weaver of the great circle, the keeper of the root, she who crafts rot into seed. She walks the shadowed paths of the astral sea's deep and hidden places. She finds the trenches thick with rotten, hollowed-out bones of broken and forgotten deities. Slowly, the dark weaver's skin begins to shrivel and fall away. She walks the rises and the ridges of the astral sea alone, wailing a heartbroken dirge as she remembers the rage of the betrayal, the pain of the erasure, the inevitability of her demise. She haunts the world's quiet and empty places, forgotten and dying. Yes, she is dying. Her beautiful, contorted, enraged face is sodden with fallen tears, dripping onto the surface of the astral sea, giving way to hungry blossoms. You will remember me, she swears. Until you right your wrongs, you will remember me. The disgraced rootkeeper's tears blossom into blooms that eat, blooms that bite, blooms that demand restitution. Her tenders feed the petals and join her wailing dirge. Beware, beware the salivating flower, lest it find you tempting and bring you forth to remember her rage as she swallows you whole. In our previous chapter, the 4 of you hurried out of the Viridian Inn towards the center of town as the sun was setting, chasing after Morea's slow procession. Bream demanded answers and was handily stopped by Kyrene's outwardly calm words. Maria revealed that she was brought home by the mother, which means nothing to any of you. Ansel asked for help in getting Maria back as the slow procession started again while Bream and Kyrene took off in opposite directions. The singularly focused crowd slowly pulled the party to the center near the Veneration pyre, just as Maria was tied to the top of it with thick, writhing vines. Slowly, death mages filtered out of the shadows like ghosts, and a fight for both yours and Maria's freedom ensued. The chanting of the townspeople slowly opened a portal, and the hungry jaws of Maua snapped shut behind you, swallowing you down and bringing you someplace entirely new. In this new place, the darkness is all-encompassing. The air is humid and brackish with the scent of salt and rot and death. From a place before you, something changes. Maybe centered above you, maybe centered below you, maybe centered in front of you, behind you. You can't be sure. As it's hard to orient yourself in this nowhere sort of place, in this way station between Maua and whatever comes next. Something changes. A dim golden light shining on a blooming flower slowly fading into view, pale purple petals unfurling, stretching up and curving out, revealing the center of the flower. Leaf blades undulate, swaying in a non-existent wind, the tiny crimson tentacles on the blades purling with a blood-red dew. The Eidolon Blossom before you blooms, and you hear in a voice heavy as a crumbling mountain, deep as an ancient forest, "Remember your mother." Everyone, pretty please, make a Constitution saving throw for me. And I'll tell you what happens next. Or we'll see what happens next. Yes, answer.
Can Duck and Bluu make a Constitution saving check?
All of you have to.
Why would you do this? Because I think we could
What? What you saying? Fuck me for?
Why'd you do that? Why'd you open your mouth?
Remember them being incapacitated?
How dare you? I have a whole thing that says I could do it twice.
That's
I have advantage
so
and then some.
True.
Why did you do this?
Oh, right. So y'all got
what's happening?
Why are you so
I didn't
mean?
listen to the end of the episode. But I do remember something happened and Bream and Kyrene were incapacitated. So, I mean, as it is, everybody's rolling a disadvantage anyway, but just for the sake of like clearing things up as far as that's concerned, Bream and Kyrene, I'm gonna ask you guys to roll me a Constitution saving throw, just flat real quick. We'll see when y'all.
Why would you do this to us?
I got a 2.
I appreciate
you. I got a 6.
You got a 6 on your Constitution saving throw?
Can I use my physical fortitude, which is once per turn when you fail a strength or con save, you can spend a hit die to re-roll that save. I got a 15. And if I failed, I will use that. Okay,
no,
cool.
the 15 is good. You're fine. So you're no longer incapacitated. What'd you get, Kyrene?
16.
You got a 16. You're good as well. Now, the two of you can also roll a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
May I ask if this mother thing is a magical effect? Because I might still be in my cube of safety and fetal positioned.
It is...
Okay, now I'm going to use my physical fortitude.
You're going to use your physical fortitude? What'd you get?
Ooh. Oh, I originally got an 11, but now I'm going to use physical fortitude to re-roll that.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to expend a hit die to do so. Ignore this roll, just how I keep track. And it's once per turn I can do this.
Okay.
Oh, 23. Look at the Lord.
21. So let's see. Okay, so that's with disadvantage.
Oh, you want me to re-roll the whole thing with disadvantage? My bad. Yeah, let me roll it again. Here's the other one. Oh!
Ooh.
Woo. Okay. So
25.
you got a 23. Okay, good. That's good to know.
Despite Sateen's
Kyrene,
best work. I got
I
a
got
23.
21.
you got a 21. That's with disadvantage.
Yep.
Iconic. Bream got a 23. Kyrene got a 21. Ansel got a 6. And Curtis, what did you get, darling?
Curtis, if a con save
Oh,
needs to be
right.
made. Yeah.
Hold on. That's what I was looking up. You said, what was the question again? Sorry.
Is it a magical effect? Because magical effects cannot penetrate the cube that I was in when I got swallowed.
Let me double check something real quick. How long does that cube last?
It just lasts a minute.
Yeah, that's gone, babes.
I shed a single tear. Here we go, baby.
I appreciate that, but that's so gone.
Of course. That is a 7.
A 7? Okay. Noted. So, Ansel and Curtis actually, no, I was all of you. I got all of you.
Now, how did you beat a 23? I want to know.
The DC, you are going up against something you don't understand. And that's so okay, because...
Can I add on to that then? Wait, I don't want to go down.
What did you get?
I got a 23.
Okay. How much luck do you have?
I've only got the 1. I was trying to see if my shard of creation could do it, but it says ability checks. It doesn't say anything about saves.
Oh, no. Oh, no. And you only have 1 luck?
Yep.
Okay.
I let it be what it is. Let it ride.
Okay. Heard and
I
understood.
mean, since we failed this DC, do we get luck?
Yes, each of you get a luck. Yes, please take your luck. So, here's how this plays out. So, the place that all of you are separated. Having been eaten by the void. And as the chanting fades from your ears and the way to Maua is shut behind you, you find yourself in this nowhere place, unsure of where gravity is, unsure of what direction you are facing. Ansel, you find an orientation finally, as though you know where to plant your feet as the Eidolon Blossom fades from your sights. It releases a single, puff of this, blood red pollen. And it's small enough as it fades that you're breathing as a normal person would. And the Eidolon Blossom, it fades from your sights, revealing a massive silver mirror. And from that mirror, you hear voices, very familiar voices. Specifically, the voice of Hooks, tearfully pleading, "Please, there has to be another way." What do you do?
Okay. I see the mirror, so it's not a dark room or anything, so I see the reflection right there.
Yes and no. You have access to getting closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
At this precise moment, the only thing you hear is the voice. You don't necessarily see anything yet. You still have the sheen in front of the mirror. You're welcome to get closer, though. You're about, 100 feet away, something like that.
I think Ansel, as they blimp into existence again, takes a moment of touching themselves, try to see, am I real? Am I real? Saying that Ansel out loud, Ansel, my name is Ansel. I'm Ansel. And then they feel over their hair for a second in their eyes. I wasn't taken over. It's me. It's me. Like saying that over and over. And then hearing hooks. Like if it's a way that a half lizard, half warm-blooded creature can lose all the coldness in their body as they hear that voice. And Ansel checks in their mind, they can't be here. They can't be here. They said if they come back, like starting to like panic, literally. Do I know where the direction of it's coming from?
Right in front of you, darling. Right from that mirror.
Ansel Ansel backs up. They crawl back, groveling away, saying, no, it's not my time. It's not my time. I can't do this right now. Please, Hooks, please. You told me I had like 2 years. I'm like groveling, pushing themselves back into whatever they could just be completely small than this 7 feet big ass chimera, just trying to, you know how like you see a dog trying to like lay like a cat. That's how Ansel is, just trying to not hear Hooks, because they know if they see them or hear them, they have to come get them. And their fear of that is pushing them back away from the mirror or whatever. I don't think they even know it's a mirror. They want to walk away. They want to cower back.
Okay. Couple things. Give me. That's gonna ride. So give me an insight check. Just flat.
Okay. Insight. Well, what did I get? What did I get?
Ooh, an 11? That's not bad.
Give me 1 second, because I think I have ability if this happens. Would this be a failure?
No.
Hmm.
The DC was pretty low.
Okay.
For this particular question.
Okay. No, I'll save that then.
Yes, go ahead. Be sure. So with this, an 11 isn't bad. It's not hard to hear what's happening, because even as you try to cower back and move away, you find that you're not going anywhere. You're not moving forward, to be fair, but you're not moving backward either. You're just sort of doing the motion. It's like you're moonwalking, but nothing's happening.
You know
Like
how like
you're-
the skidding of
yeah,
claws on the ground?
Exactly. It's just, yeah, like that. And you feel a moment where Hooks is talking, and you hold everything. You hear a different voice, a softer voice, someone who's more soft spoken. I ran out of time, Hooks. There is no other way but this one. And I need you to give me a strength saving throw at disadvantage, please.
All right. Disadvantage. 14.
14, that is a failure. The DC was 20.
Wait, 14. No, I want to make it. I'm going to save it.
Absolutely fair. Go ahead and take your luck. So there's that. How many do you have at this point? 5. Ooh, be careful. You might have to roll a d4 about it. But yes, so you feel your body stiffen. And your arms snap to your sides, your legs snap closed, knees knocking, bones hurting. And your posture is rigid straight, as though someone has jammed a ruler down the center of you. Without moving your feet, without being able to move, you are slowly pulled forward. And as you move forward into the mirror, you see the bed of her. She is frail, she is emaciated, and she is furious. And you hear her voice, Umo, get them immediately. Get body. I'm not long for this world, and I need to breathe again. As you are slowly pulled forward, you see the small, shriveled body of Fancella, Nazia, falling, curling into the mattress, looking like that old lady from SpongeBob. A mess, child. And she stares out of the mirror at you, or seemingly at you. Her eyes have no focus. Her sclera has no pupil, just milky white and empty. There are tattooed tear streaks down her face, a result of something you can't be sure, but every Fancella has those tracks. As you are slowly pulled forward, you feel you, Ansel, your consciousness slowly compacting. And in your own body, you feel like a drop of ink in the ocean. As you see a syringe pulled from Umo's delicate hands, pulling Fancella's essence out and into a different you, a different Ansel, a different body. And as the syringe is put in this different Ansel's arm, the plunger is pushed and you feel yourself be filled with overwhelming, overstimulating, overpowering consciousness. It crowds you out. There's not enough room for both of you. And you are pushed up against the walls of your own existence, slammed against the back of your own mind. And you feel chains, synapses holding you in place. Feel something covering you over, erasing you entirely. And when you speak, open your mouth to scream, the voice that comes out of your mouth is not Ansel. It's Fancella. And she speaks with renewed vigor, says, finally, now that that's over with, let's find Uma's body. The time has come for her as well. Come, Umo, and dispose of that. She says, she spits the word, refers to hooks. And you see guards, members of the families in uniform, take Hooks away. Hooks, tears streaming down her face. There had to have been another way. You couldn't have taken that. And gag that thing, is the last thing Fancella says as she sweeps out of the room.
Well,
Hey,
I
how you doing?
think Ansel, as this is all happening, and there is no longer a consciousness of Ansel, just a pure and mitigated petrification of fear in trying to say their name, in hearing, oh, hello, I'm Financial.
Mm.
Hello.
And it does. The voice that comes out of your mouth is not yours. It doesn't speak the words that you asked it to say. Your body moves in ways that it never has because that's not how you move. These aren't your mannerisms. That isn't your laugh. What is there to laugh about? Can they not hear you screaming? This is insanity. I'm here. I'm here. Ansel is here.
Ansel is literally just saying, as they say Financial, they say, like, you hear, I'm Ansel, I'm Ansel, I'm Ansel. And the other person's like, where's Uma? And like they're repeating something different, as Ansel is just like screaming in the back of the nothingness, and just like trying to pull herself out of it, and just like, if there's any tiny bit of a memory of themselves, is you're here like, Ansel, like it's slowly phasing out. Ansel, Financial is here. Ansel.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
We'll see how well you remember yourself.
All right. I got a 14.
Is there anything
I'll just use
you
all
want to
5 of
do
my
about
luck.
that?
I'll just
Go
use all
nuts.
5.
Please do.
Let
Please
me.
do. Okay.
So 14, 15, 16, 17. Wait, I'll just
You
add
got
them.
19.
Yeah.
You got 19.
Wait, let me add all
That,
them in.
okay.
Okay.
That's fabulous. Okay. So, yes. Got it. Okay.
But I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
not going to re-roll this. I think if I roll this, I'm going to be really... I'll do 18. I feel
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah, that's actually good. That's enough. It's not a 20, which would have been an overwhelming success. You would have been able to make a little bit of headway, but it is at least a 15, which is enough for you to hold on. You feel inside of yourself a tether to those 5 letters. Ansel, 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 Ansel. That's me. Explain what's going through your mind at this moment.
Do I even have a mind?
Do you?
If I got 2 points off. I think it's just like, you know how you play a tune over and over again? That
Mhm.
is how Ansel is right now with spelling their name.
Yeah.
Ansel. And it keeps going, Ansel, as they're trying to recognize who they are and why are they here, and who is Ansel? I'm
Mhm.
Ansel. I Who is this? Who who else is in my mind? I'm Ansel. Just trying to test it out, the feeling of who they are
Mm.
again.
So as you are taken over, evicted with no place to go, left homeless in your own mind, you recognize that the body that you are trapped inside of is continuing to pull forward towards this mirror. And as you get closer, the surface begins to shimmer. Who makes Ansel feel safest?
Is it, do I,
In the party, to be
in the
fair.
party? Okay.
In the
Because
party, yeah. Sorry, I
because
should
I
have
would
qualified
say
that.
if they don't know if their body is real, they would have picked themselves.
That's fair.
But
And
for
that I appreciate the empowerment of that, but it has to be a different person.
because I will say Kyrene.
Kyrene? Noted. Okay. So your body, against your own volition, your heart races. But in this wallpapered portion of the mind that used to be yours, the body itself cannot feel it. It's just you. That that pulse of anxiety, that choking, cloying, harrowing, exhausting, never-ending pulse of anxiety. As your body is pulled forward into the shimmering surface of this mirror, the surface of the mirror ripples as you reach it. Your hand reaches up and out without you asking it to, and into the mirror you go. Kyrene, you find yourself hovering above an antechamber, floating above a massive silver mirror. In that mirror, from the vantage point, you can see you're closer to your mirror. From your vantage point, you can see inside to a dark, like, meadow almost. A meadow at Bluu hour. And you see someone that you only see once in a while, someone that's very important to you. Someone with skin dark as night, radiating blue in the pale light. Her skin has nary a blemish to be seen, unbroken and faintly glowing, dewy. Skincare on point, bitch. She looks at you with black sclerid eyes that have vibrantly blood red irises and pitch black pupils. She wears a dress made of rose petals, which look more and more like bloody handprints as the dress winds down her legs. When you look at her face, her beautiful features are alien, but unmistakable as perfect. What would you like to do?
Immediately, I feel like recognizing my lady, Kyrene will, like you say I'm floating. Is it like I'm on my broom or like
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
I was gonna say Kyrene would like take a knee, but like they can't take a knee on the fucking broom. So they will just like politely. And will say actually like I don't think everyone would say anything at first. I think having just appeared in such a strange space, they would try to see if this is actually her.
Very interesting. Go ahead and roll me insight. I would say with advantage, but shit is a little fucky in here, so it would just be
Mm,
flat.
okay. Okay. Ba-ba-bum. Let's see what we get it. I got a 12.
You got a 12. Looks like her. Smells like her.
I also have guidance. Can I pop a guidance on that bad boy?
Can you give guidance to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go nuts.
Come on. Okay. Okay.
14?
I'm gonna use a luck point as well to just make it a nice
15?
and then yeah.
That sounds good to me. Okay. 15. Hmm. Yes, it is her. And she is not alone.
Oh?
In this scene, in this mirror, you see her looking like off camera, almost like off camera. If you were to get closer, you would be able to see. But if, like, from the vantage point that you're at right now, she's talking to something you cannot see. And as you bow, you see her curtsy, very demure, but low. Like, baby gets low, low in a show of deference. She says, "And what of me? What is meant to become of me? Are you to exalt me? Bring me to godhood finally?" And you hear, how does this manifest? It almost we'll do this. We'll do a perception check real quick just to
Okay.
see how well you hear.
Okay, so it's not based on sight then?
No, it's not based on sight.
Yeah. Okay. I got a 9.
Got a 9. So what you hear is something that sounds like whispering and chittering, like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming from off camera, like out of the vantage point that you can see. And you hear the fourth fae give like a little as if she's like disappointed in what she's heard. What would you like to do?
I want to get. You said I'm in this antechamber. What is around me in here?
Nothing.
No
There is
doors, no.
Mm-mm. There
Mhm.
is the antechamber itself. It's like a perfectly circular, which is also alarming, perfectly circular, domed sort of chamber. But like, even there is nothing in here or out of here. There is this room.
I think Kyrene is like, I don't know. I don't think Kyrene quite trusts their eyesight. Like, if this is the fourth fade, then this is not of this time, and that's weird. Um, and are there any like Eidolon blossoms in the room with me?
In the room with you?
Yeah, attached to
No.
me.
Actually, there's the one that you had in your jar
Well, yeah,
that's like
that's in
on
my
you.
herbalist. Yeah.
Right. There's that one. Um we can do for that perception check as well. You hear scratching on the glass of
The
that jar.
mirror or the okay. Kyrie
Mhm.
will take out the fucking jar and look at this blossom to see
W-
what is happening with it.
It is reaching in whatever way a flower can reach. It's as though it is growing directly in the direction of the mirror, but off to the side a little bit to whatever or whoever she's talking to.
That's interesting.
And you see the flower doing this little like undulation, like jellyfish movement. It's actually quite cute, but yeah, that's how it's moving.
I give it a rattle and then I put it back. um yeah, like a fucking yeah. And Kyrene will try to inch closer to the mirror because it doesn't seem that she has seen me, right?
No. No.
Kyrene will get closer to the mirror then. Um,
Okay.
a healthy distance. They don't wanna get yoinked
Okay.
up, but they wanna try to see who she is talking to.
So you inch forward just enough to like get a bit of a visual as to what she's
Mhm.
looking at. She is talking to a glowing Eidolon blossom that's as big as she is. It's glowing. It's almost biblical, like burning bush. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I got the
Yeah.
commandments type shit. That's what's happening. It's not on fire. There's just like, you know how in the old Addams Family movies, like Morticia's eyes were always lit up? It's giving that with the Eidolon Blossom. The Eidolon Blossom is always lit up.
Yeah. Okay. That's so I guess Kyrene is like, what is this right now? What is this flower actually? Like,
Mm.
it has a head, a mother, and these things are acting like offspring.
Hmm.
So, and then like the fourth phase is asking to be bestowed godhood from this thing. Can like, is there anything I can roll, like a religion or like an arcana check to try to figure out like what would I know of this being?
Of the mother.
Yeah.
We'll say, you know what? We will say religion with advantage.
Okay.
I'll
Let's
explain the
see.
advantage in a bit.
Well, thank God, because I got that one on that. 19. I'm gonna use a luck point to make it 20.
20. Beautiful. Dirty 20. We'd love to see it. So, here's what you know. As you lean into this curiosity about who or what the mother is, as you have your eyes planted on this Eidolon Blossom, and you begin to question as you rattle the jar, you begin to question, who is this bitch? Like, who is the mother? What is happening? You feel the same like of like pollen that the Eidolon Blossom gave to Ansel. It happened to all of y'all, and none of you saved. So this, like, leaning in, asking that question, there is an answer in that craggy, heavy, deep ass voice that says, remember your mother. You get flashes of a massive woman, huge, like gargantuan, skyscraper level. Huge, giant woman, skin dark as pitch. And her eyes burn bright, noxious green. And hold on, because I actually have pictures of her. So from the top of her head, you see a wrapped sort of cloth that has a printed pattern of the Eidolon blossoms. And she is wearing a long, black, tattered gown. Old gown, ancient, long train, long cape, a lot of draggage happening here. But the ends are tattered and torn, worn rough. She has horns that go straight up, and as you look at them, you see that they are coiled braids that are like coiled around themselves into these like tall tusk like horns. Um and beside her walks a big cat, caracal cat. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna send you guys a picture. Copy
Okay. Cut.
image. I'm going to drop it into Husk in the Discord. Um,
Honestly, cut. I love those weapon cats.
yes, Gorge, big fan. I had a lot of fun doing research for this goddess. Anyways, so
Mhm.
caracal cats or carousel cats, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You see a big one, big some bitch, padding quietly beside her, not making the slightest hint of noise. And behind her, you see death mages, Loxodon or forest elephant-headed elephant humanoids in white robes, wearing headpieces that are like copper wrapped Eidolon blossoms, and you see their ears sort of like, they're small but for an elephant person, but they're still huge because elephant person. And they are walking behind her, singing a hymn, singing in tune with her, in chorus with her, because you hear this woman screeching, furious rage, anger unlike anything that you've heard or seen before. Or maybe this is not unfamiliar to you. Maybe this is something you understand all too well. And as you remember your mother, you feel a tie, something that binds you to her, that maybe you were meant to be a leaf blade too. It's soothing here in her rage, in her anger, where she can feel the pain loudly enough that it makes you feel yours. And this happens in a flash. This like bevy of information about her happens in an instant
Uh-huh.
and disappears as quickly as it came. And before you again, you see the fourth Fae talking to what you now know for certain is like a a glorified cell phone of the mother. And
Okay.
you understand this, the fourth Fae is talking to the forgotten mother. That's what you understand.
All right. Sorry, let me take some motherfucking notes.
Please do.
What? You said the forgotten mother? All right. Fuck. Kyrene like has that vision, I think, coming out of it, like immediately like clutches for Opal. Is Opal wrapped around their neck still?
Honestly, you don't know where Opal is.
Okay. That further Kyrie was like, oh, Kyrie was already panicking, but like very much trying to keep it cool. I think doing breathing exercises as they like witness this. And then like had this vision and then like tried to clutch for Opal at
Oh,
being
it's
like,
still
oh, shaken
happening.
up. Like I'm still seeing like
Oh,
the
the
her
mother in her possession? No,
walking
no,
with
no, no, no,
the
no, 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 no.
right,
You're
okay,
still
yeah.
seeing through the mirror type shit is what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, Kyrene, like, okay, Opal is not here. Fuck. I think Kyrene will continue to listen to the conversation.
At this, when you tune back in, you hear, like filtering through, you hear the voice of the fourth Fae. It's not fair. I've done everything you've asked me to. All I'm asking is what I was promised. And I think that's fair. And you see, as she speaks, I think that's fair. You physically see her throat, slender column of her throat immediately constrict, as though someone has wrapped their massive hand around it and they're trying to choke her. You see the fourth Fae, who has always been very well put together, always been very like classy and queenly in the way that, she handles her shit, lose her shit. You see the entirety of the fourth Fae's existence shoot out from behind her and in front of her. You see her past from the time that she was an itty bitty teeny tiny little baby. A little floating little baby, a little brownie hanging around the will-o'-the-wisps and playing in petunia petals. You see itty bitty little fourth Fae doing her best, stumbling into a rose garden one day and finding that maybe she could make them bloom just a little faster as she honed in on her skills and continued and continued. And you see her adolescence. Now, in understanding that you're looking at the entirety of her life cycle, and it stretches out into infinity. She is not necessarily a finite being, very powerful in her own right, and yet hungry for something else, something more potent. And
I think
yes,
I'm sorry, but I
you're
think
so fine.
Kyrene seeing her like in pain and like someone trying to fucking choke her out, they would like
Mhm.
reach towards her and try to stop that.
Okay. So you reach forward into the
With my
mirror.
robe of eyes, I can see invisible things as well.
Uh-huh. There's nothing
Creatures.
invisible. It's not a creature.
It's just I just see the
You see the constriction of her throat. This is like
okay.
the Force. from Star
Okay,
Wars. It's the
cool.
Force. Yeah. So that's what's happening. She's getting like force choked is what's happening. You reach into the mirror.
Yeah, I think Kai is like holding onto their broom with one hand and with their other hand, I think they grip the side of the mirror. Hmm. Can I can before I reach in there, can I use detect magic on this mirror?
Mhm.
Okay,
And it detects
I'm gonna
magic. Go
pop a
ahead and
little
cast
detect
that and
magic.
yeah. Show me what it
Yeah,
says.
because warlock things I can cast it as many times as I want, which is kind of lit. Um,
You learn its school of magic, if any. Let me double check. What are the schools of magic? Excuse me. Let me double check because I can tell you what school of magic it is. I think it's illusion or transmutation.
okay.
Yeah, I was right. It's illusion. As a matter of fact, no, yeah, I was right. It's illusion. It's the illusion school of magic. And how do you proceed?
This being an illusion, I think Kyrene will break the mirror instead. Um, yeah, I'm gonna break the mirror.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. What can I hit with it? Could I just hit it with like a grave touch? Um, it does like necrotic damage, and if I need to do something different, I will. But I think Kyrene like reading like, okay, this is an illusion. I cannot for sure know if this is real. Opal is not here. Curtis is not here. The party is not here. Um, things aren't fucking feeling great right now.
You said what is it? A grave touch? That's what you said? Oh,
Yes,
yes,
grave
please do.
touch. All right.
Funny how that
Does
works.
23 hit?
Ansel, what is your armor class right now?
20.
20?
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage for me, please.
Okay. 13 necrotic damage.
Let me double check something. Yeah, Ansel, you take 13 necrotic damage. As Kyrene, explain to me what your grave touch looks like, and I'll tell you what happens next.
I think you all see again, like Kyrene, like holding onto the room with one hand and gripping this. I feel like it's maybe like an oval, like ornate silver mirror.
Yeah,
And
it's a big old boy. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they plant two legs on either side of it and like hold on to it like this, and they try and they sort of like their grave touch looks like their hands are like green or like pink and then green, and I think you all see a sickly green or pink, like hot fucking sickly pink skeletal hand like form over Kyrene's own, but it is about like 10 sizes bigger, and
Yeah.
they grip it and it just cracks a bit at the top.
Ooh, interesting. So here's how this plays out. As you grip the mirror and you begin to see the splintering of it cracking and spidering cracks and rivulets through it, you see the mirror sort of like buckle in on itself and then shatter apart. And out floats Ansel.
I try to catch Ansel.
Yeah, absolutely.
I immediately try to catch Ansel. This 7
You
foot
and
tall.
as a matter of
Oh.
fact, you're trying to catch Ansel. Fuck it, give me an athletics check. I want to see if you
Gladly.
get knocked over.
I should also roll a saving throw too.
You absolutely should. That's a good idea.
DC 13.
DC
Save.
13.
All right, we
All right.
good money. 16.
Hell yeah.
And the athletics. Come on. 14.
14. Okay.
A very demure 14.
It's a demure 14. You get pushed back is what happens.
Definitely.
Yeah, like you come
get
out
knocked into.
and you get pushed back. And the two of you are reconnected. Now, Ansel, I'm going to have you give me another Constitution saving throw. Or actually, I lied. Let's do a Wisdom saving throw instead.
Can I be giving the help action in this moment because I am like trying to shake and wake Ansel up? After like catching
11.
it, I think Kyrene catches them. It is immediately like Ansel, and it's just like tapping their cheeks, checking over their person, and just trying to make sure like it's okay and like wake them up if they seem asleep.
Yeah, you can give it the help action. Go ahead and roll again for me, please. You got an 11 the first time?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I got 11 again.
That 11's gonna ride, boy. All right.
Hey,
So
can I do a reroll with my ability or no?
yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna use my little
You'll
ability.
reroll it with advantage.
Mental fortitude.
Yeah.
Okay, with advantage. What if I got 11 again?
That would be funny as hell.
That would be
Come
funny
on,
as
Nat
hell.
20. Come on, Nat 20. Okay, so
Okay.
so here's how this plays out. Ansel, you are adrift, stuck in the back of the body that was once your home. Something that was always your home. It has been invaded. You have been taken over. Not you got colonized. I just realized that this is some bullshit. Okay. Free everybody, for real. So you feel yourself counting out your name, A-N-S-E-L, Ansel. I am Ansel, that's me, Ansel, A-N-S-E-L. And slowly that refrain gets louder and louder and louder, and you're hearing it in stereo. You're hearing it echo out through this antechamber that you found yourself in. And you open your eyes, look up, and you see Kyrene. And skittering out of a little corner, you see Opal. And from there, we're going to take our break. We will be back in 15 minutes when we're done being human beings, and we will check on Curtis and Bream. See y'all in 15. Hey, howdy, hi, y'all. Welcome back to Husk. We are done being human beings. We are back to being other kinds of beings. And let's go back into this story. Curtis, you find yourself hovering near the bottom of a pool of stagnant water, like just above this pool of stagnant water in something that looks like a well. You have orientation after that, like that puff of pollen, and the Eidolon Blossom disappears for you. And as you see where it went, you notice far up in the air, you are at the bottom, at the goddamn bottom of a well that has a pinprick of light showing the exit. And that pinprick is obscured for that pinprick is obscured for but a moment. And then you see something shining and glittering sort of begin a gentle descent into the well where you are. And you hear, like, we'll leave it up to the dice. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
I'm great at these.
I believe you.
26 actually.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So you hear with perfect clarity the same voice saying, "Remember your mother." And above that, this roar, this primal roar of a barbarian. And you remember with vivid clarity that just one of the members of that party, the one that started all of this, was a barbarian. And as you hear her rumbling deep voice and hear the jangle of her great axe along her broad shoulders, you hear the clink of bottles, the whisper of pages moving against pages. And I want you to give me an insight check now.
I'm less great at these.
You got this. I believe in you.
Still a 17 though. Not bad.
Not terrible. So you know these sounds to be the wizard, a wizard. You hear something that is like robes shuffling as this twinkling, sparkling thing comes further down. You recognize it with that 26 perception as a mirror, big enough that it's like touching the sides of this well. Um, and it looks, as it spirals slowly down, it looks almost like it's gonna pancake on you. And in this mirror, you see coming out this party: a barbarian, a wizard, a sorcerer, and a rogue. You see the sorcerer and the wizard begin to fire off spells left, right, and center while the barbarians, like, arms bulge, veins pop, and she lets out a "Ah!" hefts up a great axe, and they're all coming for you, babes. What would you like to do?
I think, at least at first, Curtis's first instinct was to fight, at least at the very beginning, when it was just a glimmer and Curtis was floating at the bottom of a well and slightly annoyed at being trapped inside a metaphor or something, or whatever magic bullshit is happening that he doesn't understand and has no frame of reference for. I think he was instinctively kind of reaching for his daggers then. And when the roar came, I think that is when Curtis like froze. I think Curtis would instinctively kind of look around for his party, for his friends, for the people that he has learned to turn to for safety, and would see none of them.
You're isolated.
And I think then seeing this party coming directly at him, are they coming like from above, or like are they coming like forward at me? Like is the mirror like sort of falling down and then the water is directly below me, this stagnant water?
Yes, the water is directly below you. It's stagnant water. They are coming from the mirror, so they are falling like rain. They're falling and coming towards you.
I think Curtis's instinct is to freeze, to hide. I think that there is a version of this where Curtis kind of remembers that they have the cube, they have this thing that they specifically searched for and got for this exact situation, for this protection, for this feeling of safety and feeling of security, when the odds were against them.
Yeah.
And I think they just entirely forget it as they come face to face with monsters, true, otherworldly, inhuman, unstoppable monsters. And I think Curtis will simply try and hide as best he can. And because
You're a rogue,
Curtis,
so you're good at that.
and I am, there's nothing, there is no walls, there is no, shadows, or I suppose no corners to kind of peek around or anything like that. But Curtis is, of all things, a feature that they do have is to be covert, which means that creatures that rely on dark vision cannot see him while he remains motionless in dim light or darkness. So I think that as Curtis is simply standing there, frozen, unable to move, I think that in the shadows and the darkness of this well, they are rendered virtually invisible to what he knows in his head, creatures who rely on their eyes to be able to see him. So he will just stand entirely still and try and hide as best he can.
Interesting. Let's see. Let's roll some dice about this. Go ahead and roll stealth for me. And I will also do this. Okay, great. Oops. What you got, darling? And I think you do this with advantage, don't you?
Oh, is dim light advantage?
Wait, hold on. I thought you had like a feature or something that gives you advantage.
Do I? I think I just
Let me
have
double-check
regular
something.
roll expertise. 1 second, let me check.
You're so right. You might be right. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, you have expertise.
Curtis is just a guy. That's it.
Yeah, he's just a guy. Just a little guy.
Yep. That is a 25 though, so a pretty well hidden guy.
It is a 25, which is great. So here's something fun. Here's something super fun. They also have a rogue who is an owlkin. So let me just double check. You go ahead and also roll perception for me real quick to see if you see their rogue. Let me see.
That's just a good old-fashioned 21.
21. Okay, so you don't see their rogue, but they see you. You are going to take, let's see, 21 to hit. What's your AC?
Less than 21.
Got it. Okay. Noted.
Mhm.
Okie dokie. Bada bing. We're going to start with 7 plus 9. Yes, 16 damage. As the rogue sends two, like, dangerously sharp, perfectly sharpened daggers and hit you right in the chest.
I'm going to uncanny dodge one of the attacks, or is it just a
Hell
single
yeah.
attack?
It's 2 attacks.
2 attacks. I'll uncanny dodge one of them.
Okay, cool.
For half
So that
damage.
leaves you with for half damage.
Yep.
So which attack are you dodging, the 9 or the 7?
Whichever the first one was. If the 9 was the first
The
one,
9.
then I'll yep.
So we'll have 5 plus 7. That's 12 damage. I mean, sorry, 4 plus 7, 11 damage
11 damage. Yep, thank you.
instead of the 16.
16. All right,
Cool.
that's another 5. Cool.
So here's something super fucking fun. They have mages. Sorry, that's fun for me.
It's fine. We're fine.
So you explain to me what Curtis is feeling in this moment.
I think there is obviously there is a veneer of fear. It's like it's the thinnest layer of what is going through Curtis's mind right now. Curtis is scared to die. Curtis is worried for his friends. Curtis is upset at himself for allowing himself to be in this situation after everything, and upset at himself for allowing himself to believe that things could be better. And that is just the top of the iceberg. And then everything else beneath that is acceptance. Yeah, people in Curtis's world don't get to have happy endings. And I think there's just a overwhelming sense of acceptance that the time that he had here was above average.
Above average. Wonderful. That's so good to hear. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All 3 are going to hit. So we are going to do 96 plus 9. And I'll explain what happens. Give me one moment, please. Let me do some dice here.
But of course, it's the saloon for me.
Cool. So here's how this plays out. The salute is so funny. How many hit points does Curtis have right now?
23.
Interesting. Okay. So you are hovering, having just taken 2 daggers to the chest, shadow daggers, poof, poof, hit you, and they disappear into a puff of darkness. And you see their wizard. Somehow, this dorky, dweeby little wizard is huge, overwhelming in your sights, and you understand that it's because you have trained your focus on their right hand as they speak an incantation, and you see a ball of fire begin to whip around and curve and play around their fingers. And it grows and grows, and the wizard snaps the book shut, turns piercing jet black eyes on you, and goes, "Foo, foo, foo," and hurls 3 fireballs. Boom, boom, boom! Smacks you dead in your shit. And you begin to burn. You feel fire hotter than hot, melting the skin from your bones. And you feel yourself choking as you try to inhale and get only flame, as you try to exhale and choke out only smoke. And you take 42 points of damage. The salute is buck wild. There you go. And tell me what you're thinking as you finally extinguish and hit the water. What is your final thought?
I think Curtis's final thought, through all the acceptance and the preparing himself to die, is simply, man, Kyrene is not going to be okay.
The mirror comes down and smacks into the water, breaks the surface tension, and the water shoots up around it as the mirror clamps down and swallows you. Bream, you find yourself in a different place altogether, a different time, a different place, a different cave. You see it is mossy green, vine covered the cave of the Lich. You find yourself frozen as you stare forward at the scene that broke your heart so completely in recent days. You see Morea's face disappearing beneath the vines, her heart being crushed as the cave swallows it. And to your left, you see a workbench, something that wasn't there before. Maybe 10, 20 feet away, close enough for you to get to. A workbench, your workbench, something you're very familiar with, your workbench from back home, where you spent hours upon hours, days upon days, tinkering and building and completing and dreaming. And there is something different in this cave, as there is no Kyrene to reach for Maria. There is no Ansel to punch the Lich. There is no Lich. There is you, Maria, struggling to breathe beneath the vines, and your workbench. What do you do in this moment?
I think first, Bream is rocked, was just incapacitated, finally back on their feet. Can I do a perception check or something to try and get my bearings and
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
this
Please do.
okay?
Do so. Are you using your goggles?
Yeah, I'll flip on the magic vision just for this one.
Hell yeah. Let's do that with advantage then, please.
That is only an 11.
An 11. So, as far as you can tell, this is it. This is the reality.
Um, Can I want to go to the workbench,
Mhm.
but I want to move it to a side where I am facing the chasm of vines so that my back's not
Mhm.
turned to it.
Yeah.
And I want to see if I can make anything.
Yeah,
It's too far
absolutely.
away, and I know it's too far away. And if I have the opportunity to make something to get me closer, I want to.
Okay. So what we're going to do, because there's a couple of things that you see. As you move towards this workbench and you try to, like, you heft it up, no problem. It's your workbench. You know how to move it just so, and you turn it so that it's facing the chasm so that you can be facing this chasm of vines. And you see that there is already a project on your workbench, something that looks scarily familiar. You tell me what you're trying to build, and we'll go from there.
I think Bream wants to build something along the lines of like a tightrope.
Okay.
Something that will keep him above the vines, but not out
Mhm.
of reach. Something that he can like use like a bridge.
Okay. So, because you have a bunch of cool options as far as what tools you wanna use. So you tell me what tools you're using, and then go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's just gonna be Smith's tools, but I'm going
Sounds
to
good.
use my shard of creation as my hammer.
Okay. And what does that do? Sorry.
It doesn't do anything, it's just flavor, it's just for me.
Oh, yeah, just got you. Got you.
Yeah. That is a 25.
25. Hell yeah. Okay, wonderful. So, yeah, you fully make the thing. You describe for me what you're making, and I'll tell you what happens next.
It is essentially just an arrow with like a really, really strong rope attached to it. Not
Mhm,
too thick that it like inhibits weight in flight, but
mhm.
thick enough that it can support some kind of weight.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you gonna walk out over the vines with this?
Um, I'll walk as close to the edge as possible,
Okay.
jam one side into the ground, and I assume the thing that looks eerily familiar is, um can I look at what was already on my bench? I think I know what it is, but if
You tell me
I
what you think it is, I'll tell you if you're right.
is it a bow?
One of them is, yes.
Okay. Then yeah, Brim's going to take that bow, and it's going to try and shoot this arrow somewhere that will lodge itself in and will
Mhm.
reel the arrow back in as many times as it takes
To
to get
try
it right.
and to try and get Maria and pull her
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Noted. Noted, noted, noted.
I will say I have
As, like,
proficiency with longbows.
you
If
do?
that helps.
Oh,
I do.
yeah. Okay, then that's what I was looking for. Yeah, please, go ahead and use longbows. Yes, you do. Go ahead and use your longbow, please do.
I don't have one on me, but I am proficient in it. So I
Got it.
assume that is the same
Yeah. We'll
dexterity.
just roll that. Roll
So if
that
I'm rolling
instead.
to attack, then I use my intelligence to attack. That is
Oh, I see. Cool.
that
Hell
plus my
yeah.
proficiency bonus. Being a mechanist, it helps to be smart.
It does.
Oh Lord. Okay, the first one is a 12. I rolled a
A
2.
12. Okay. So you don't get much. It's a matter of getting it right with this particular bow.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and try again
Take a look
if
from
you'd
that.
like.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
do
gonna
take
keep
your luck.
trying as much as possible. That one is a 16.
16. Okay. That actually does catch something. You feel the bow lodge into the vine right next to the curve of Morea's cheekbone. And you can pull if you'd like.
I think what I was hoping for was something I could. I don't know why my brain said Breen wants to walk out there.
Oh, you want to walk over it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. It does lodge in a vine right next to her. We'll do that. It's a little further back, kind of like lodging in a tree stump, leaving you a nice level platform for you to walk across.
Yeah. Breen's gonna try that.
Let's get an acrobatics check for you.
It's not gonna be great. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, we're gonna use luck. We're gonna use
Yeah,
our
we
luck.
are. Well, here's the fun thing, though. A luck does not unfuck a nat 1.
I'll eat it.
Which is fun for me, because now...
Well, wait. Do you have 3 luck? Because if you got 3
I
luck,
do.
you can
I
use
do
it all
have
for a
3
reroll.
luck. I do have 3 luck. That's what
You
I
can
wanted to
reroll
do.
if you spend 3.
That's what I
Tales
wanted
of the
to do.
Valiant.
That's what I wanted to do. That's what
Let's
I
go.
wanted.
Go ahead. That was a
Oh,
good catch, Blue.
I hit reroll 1 die and it came back as 19. That don't make no sense. Oh, I rolled a 16 that time, so I got a 19.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay. So, a 19 saved your little hide.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was about to get real viney up in this motherfucker. Okay. So as you wished, you go ahead and you walk out across this rope to get to Maria. You're right above her. And you see, as you peer down, not even 5 feet away, maybe within arm's reach, she's right there. And her face is like covered in vines. You see the side of her eyes staring lifelessly forward. And then one, as you crawl over, flicks up and looks at you. You knew she was dead, or was she dead? Did she die? And as you peer down over her, you hear, finally, now that you're close, this the very alive sounding pulse of Maria. What would you like to do?
I'm going to turn my shard of creation from a hammer into like a good feet of rope. At level 10, I have like greater creation, so I can make up to a large item. So I
Yeah.
turn it into like a bit of rope
Mm-hmm.
and then feed it down and go,
Mm-hmm.
grab on. I can get you out of there.
Give me a perception check also as this is happening. And we'll do it with disadvantage because you're in it.
That is a 15.
A 15. Good. So you feed the rope down. You see Maria staring up unblinkingly at you. Peering, one eye staring at you. And you ask her, please hold this rope. I can get you out of there. You see the butterflies in her hair begin to flitter to life again. The flowers that were crushed and crumbled underneath these vines beginning to come to life again. And her dark green blue eye stares unblinkingly up at you. And she struggles to turn, her body moving in jerky and unusual, never before seen and very inhuman ways, jerking in ways that it shouldn't work. Her body is broken as the vines like yank and tug and try and hold her fast, but she's staring at you with that one eye. And she turns her face, full frontal stares at you. You see vacancy in her eyes, and when she opens her mouth, her jaw unhinges, rips open wide, and just as you see the Eidolon Blossom shoot forth from the center of her mouth, you feel an impact, ow, right at your back, and you fall through a shimmering mirror, holding on to the rope. Kyrene and Ansel. There are shards of this silver mirror sort of beginning to like tremble on the ground below. What are y'all up to at this precise moment?
Well,
Ansel was awake.
Yes, nat 20, you're fully awake.
I think Ansel, when are you still trying to hug them, or are you hugging them?
Once I see Ansel wakes up, Kyrene will begin to pull them into a hug, like, fuck Ansel, you scared me, and then pull them back and like, where have you been? And then hug them again. I'm so happy that you're here. And then pull Ansel back. And it's like, have you seen Opal? Have you seen Curtis Bream? And it's like fully
Opal's with
panicking.
us, though.
Yeah.
Opal's with
Opal
us.
skittered out when Ansel did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I think
Opal is like also floating?
Opal is was on the ground. You know they don't like that too tough, so they crawled up and wrapped around your neck again properly.
Yes,
so when you say where's Opal, you literally feel little lizard-like claws climbing up your body, and Opal's like, "I'm here, bitch. It's hard, but we here."
As you're doing that, like the back and forth, it kind of jolts Ansel because they're still kind of looking distant, and all their snakes in their eyes turn to you and say, "I'm Ansel, right?
Yes.
You can see me."
I can see you, yes. Are you okay? Did you also see a mirror or something?
Would I perceive that was a mirror?
Oh yeah, you knew it was a mirror. And as you mentioned the mirror, how do you respond real quick before we
I think Ansel says, I heard something that I seen somebody that just going over their mind, just thinking about I'm real, I'm here, that I'm not our matriarch at all. And you're hearing Ansel say that I'm not our matriarch. I'm Ansel, I'm here, Kyrene's here, and like touching around their head and everything.
I druid craft a little bit of like cool mist on Ansel's face.
Oh,
to
cute,
further like
cute.
ground Ansel. I'm like, yes, you are Ansel. I'm Kyrene. This is Opal. Opal, I feel like crawled a little bit on you just so you can like also feel like the sharpness of its claws.
Yeah, feeling
Opal literally goes like
yeah.
there, like in lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think definitely Ansel just has a relief of moment and looks around the shard of glass. Where is Curtis? Where is Bream?
So here's something fun. Roll perception for me real quick. Both of you.
Based on sight?
Yes, definitely based on sight. So please with advantage.
17.
17.
20.
20. Ansel sees it first. You see the mirror or the shards of the mirror begin to sort of skitter across the cave floor, connecting themselves in jagged ways, putting themselves together like a puzzle. And as the cracks combine, as the pieces combine, the cracks within them disappear. And there is now a solid hunk of glass, and it's like skating across the ground around you looking for its dented and broken frame. And as you say, where is Curtis? Curtis falls out of the mirror, unconscious. Curtis, if you don't mind, roll a death saving throw for me, please.
I would love to.
You're
Let's
sick,
see.
Alex. You're
Let's
fucking
see.
sick.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
just
fucking
okay.
go.
Just to keep
You're
everything
my
above board. If
falling
I'm
in front of
falling
me?
out of the mirror, if the mirror is like
Crazy.
on the floor and I'm like falling, like, am I falling like down and out of it? Am I taking fall damage? So like an automatic
No,
fail?
it's not high enough for you to take fall damage.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be that fucky. Yeah.
All
I
right.
love how much we
yo,
want to hurt each other.
listen,
Rules as
Yo.
written. How much does this hurt?
I'm gonna let you roll
Yep.
that death saving throw, and then I will say what the fuck Kyrene
cool.
does.
Oh,
That's
no,
a
oh,
7,
no.
so that's a fail.
Roll once more, please.
Cool.
Remember we said nobody was dying here?
That is a
Remember
5.
we
That is
said
another
nobody was
fail.
dying here?
Ooh. So, Kyrene, let me show you what you see.
Okay.
You see this next. Ansel, you see it first. You have a moment to react, absolutely. But Kyrene, you hear the impact of someone hitting glass. You spin back and you see your mans. What are y'all up to? Gasping. Not even gasping. Honestly, quite pallid and very still. Frighteningly still.
Kyrene immediately drops Ansel and flies to Curtis as fast as they can so they can cast Spare the Dying.
Yes. There we go.
Yep. Ansel's right behind you.
Please do cast Spare the Dying. What
Yeah,
does
it's
this
just
do?
stabilizing a creature that's 0
Okay.
HP. Kyrene
The creature
is
is stable.
big old globs of fucking tears streaming down his face. And it's like, not you, not you, not you. And they will like cast that and is like trying to fumble through their bag on their hip to like pull out their herbalist tools with shaky hands. And
Right.
they have this like sort of like little ointment jar that has a red rose like wax seal on it. And they pop
Mhm.
the cork, and Kyrene will use a bit of their restorative ointment
Restorative
on.
ointment. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me. What does that do? Hold on.
It cures. It heals niggas.
It does. Okay. 2d8 plus 2.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's a cute little 8 HP.
A cute little HP, which is a hell of a lot more than you had. Yes.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say to I'm gonna add something to Kyrene. I think as you are shaking and trying to get the ointment, I think Ansel steadies your hand and puts their like big claws over it and to say he's gonna be okay.
I don't think Kyrene can even say anything. I think they just kind of shakily nod.
So, Curtis, tell me what you see when you die. Not right now, just when you die. Yeah, tell me what you see when you die. I know I'm keeping that in mind, trust.
Yeah.
Absolute.
I think for the most part, if it's just sort of like a life flashing before their eyes instant, Curtis is just kind of reliving his brightest and happiest moments with his family, with the party. But if it's almost like a hallucination, I don't know if Curtis considers himself like worthy of an afterlife. I think it might just be like black and floating and emptiness.
So, Curtis, you are trying against everything. Your last thought was Kyrene is not going to be okay. And you want your life to flash before your eyes. You want to see those moments of bright and beautiful happiness and bliss, the moments of pain and sadness that made you remember what happiness felt like, the moments of rage that gave you the incentive to get up and get moving. And the moments of joy, quiet joy that Kyrene brought you, that being with the party brought you, that hanging with Maria gave you, that talking to Ansel and Bream helped you find for yourself. You find yourself floating in this empty void, wishing more than anything that your life would just, for a moment, flash before your eyes and set you free, let you go. Whatever this place is, it ain't your friend and you want out. And as you float in this nothing and nowhere place, all around you, you hear a voice. Remember your mother. And you feel a spike. It feels like a spike is being jammed in the back of your skull. And that is your first death saving throw failure. Your second comes with the memory of you and Kyrene holding hands for the first time. Tell me what that was like for you.
I think it was definitely something that Kyrene would have initiated, probably nondescript and seemingly unintentional, with a casualness that didn't make Curtis uncomfortable. They were probably trying to make their way through a busy thoroughfare or trying to make their way through a rather crowded market and just didn't want to lose each other. And that was the excuse. And Curtis believed it because they don't look too deeply into the seamless lies that Kyrene tells. But I think it was the first time of many times when they held hands where Curtis simply thought, yeah, I don't want to lose you, so we should hold hands.
Oh, cute. Oh my God. Oh, I literally did this to myself. Okay. So you feel the warm solidity of Kyrene's hand in yours, his fingers lacing with yours, because no, you don't want to lose him. And in the back of your mind again, remember your mother, a shouting voice, another spike. And as this pain jolts through your brainstem, you still hold onto the firm, warm realness of Kyrene's hand. And you somehow, slowly but surely, begin to feel that solidity more fully. And the warmth fills you, reaches your bones, and you can breathe You breathe, exhale, inhale, and the air is clean. There's no smoke, there's no fire, there's no heat. There's only warmth and a quick whispered incantation, a rub of ointment against your forehead, and you feel yourself slowly but surely blinking into consciousness once more. How do you respond?
Panic. Immediate panic. I think if Curtis is like on their back, they immediately like roll onto their side, just coughing, checking their torso for like any burn marks, scorch marks, checking their armor for wounds and anything of that nature. I don't think.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think they're just like staring down at themselves. Tears just like falling down and dripping down onto the floor. Taking deep breaths. And then I think their breaths start to get quicker. And I don't think they even register Kyrene or register Ansel, and their breaths just get quicker and shorter. And they're like very clearly like beginning to hyperventilate and go down a rather, just like an incoherent like spiral of just like breathing and just like being like on their knees, like in the fetal position, just like inspecting their torso, staring down at themselves, breathing quickly and just kind of in their own little world for a bit. And that's where Curtis is at.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Of course.
Oh my fucking God. Just to see how long. I'm curious.
I'm great at these.
I
Said
believe
the
you.
liar. Oh, okay, 19.
You're pretty great at these. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't take you a ton of time to find yourself again. The panic, the overwhelming panic of being awake and swallowed and eaten by fire in one moment, wishing for the life flashing before your eyes in another, the constant refrain, remember your mother, remember your mother, the feeling of Kyrene's hand, it all sort of spirals and hits you in the face, you know?
Mhm.
Can I also add something?
Please.
I think as Curtis was um hyperventilating, I think Ansel will curl into like lay down and curl into Curtis and lay their head on their like I think they're on the side, right? Would they be in the fetal position? That's the side, right?
They are sort of like on their knees and kind of like hunched over a bit. So they are, not exactly like on their side. They would have like rolled up like onto their knees and maybe tried to get up at first, but they're just kind of like staying like kneeled down, hunched over. Yeah, kind of slightly upright, but still hunched.
I think they put like one of their master's claws on your lap and just lays there with you.
I think Kyrene goes to the front of Curtis and is like also kneeling and just I think they are scared to touch Curtis in this moment. So they just say, "You're safe right now. You're not alone. You're here. Ansel's here. I'm here." And yeah.
So, Brain,
Yeah.
you feel the impact. It's almost like you belly flopped, except on your back, like you back flopped, I guess, sure, into a pool of water, but that's not where you are. You find yourself as you hear Kyrene says, "You're safe right now. You're not alone. I'm here and Ansel's here." And you hear the of Curtis hyperventilating and sort of losing his shit a little bit. This is the moment at which you materialize through the mirror, holding onto that rope. It's slack in your hands, but it's still going through the mirror. And there's a lot of rope just hanging there. You can still see through the mirror this version of Maria looking at you as you hear your party behind you. Y'all are reunited. You tell me how you proceed.
Brain was going to look at everyone, not certain what's real anymore,
Mm.
and is going to slowly start reeling in the rope.
Give me an athletics check, please. With advantage.
Oh, he's so kind.
I have ulterior motives.
I got 2 10s.
It's a 15. You made it. You just made it. You squeaked right on by. And you begin to pull in the rope. Do you make noise as you reel it in?
No, I try to be as
Smooth and
calm as
silent.
possible.
The DC was only a 15. It works out just fine for you. And part of the reason why it works out just fine is because you're not fighting anything except distance, maybe. The rope goes taut, and you feel this version of Maria coming out of the mirror. And as you pull and pull and pull, she finally reaches full height, looking at you, her body broken and jagged, with imprints of the vines that held her captive. But she's staring at you. Green blue eyes, dark as pitch, piercing into you. And she reaches out of the mirror and grabs the jagged frame, and the hand that comes out of that mirror is not Maria's. And as you pull, the rope comes out, drops to the ground as another hand curves around the opposite of the mirror, long, black indigo talons curling around the mirror, piercing the back of it.
Do we all see this?
Perception check. With advantage. Y'all are kind of in your own shit right now. So actually,
Curtis
to hell
does
with the
not see
perception
shit.
check. You tell me. Curtis, you don't see nothing at all. Ansel,
I'm gonna roll straight then because
yeah.
yeah.
Let's do
I'll
that.
roll
Y'all are
straight.
preoccupied for sure.
I'm gonna roll straight too.
16.
16,
12.
What is your
12.
perception? Oh my God.
So Ansel, it takes you a second to see it, but Kyrene, you feel it. And part of it is because you feel Opal's tail sort of tap you on the shoulder and go "Nyeh, nyeh," and point back, because you don't see it immediately because it's at the back of you, but Opal does. And Opal's like, hey, bitch, look at this, right? Points you that direction. And you turn and see this. For the purposes of the game, it's large, like shadow monster. Because what comes out of the mirror with these long talons is first a mouth with teeth, jagged and wide. And it comes out open, tongue dripping, saliva slathering out, tasting the air around you. And it comes out and says your name in a strange cadence, as though it's speaking in chorus.
What language?
Celestial. But it's a celestial accent, but they're saying the word Bream. So it's like Briama or some shit like that. I don't speak celestial. I speak common.
Okay, cool. No, yeah. Cool. This is all so fucking wicked. Kyrene is going to turn around from Curtis, but like in a way in which like they are covering Curtis, and I'm gonna cast compulsion on this fucking creature.
Compulsion, please do.
Yeah. They have to make a wisdom DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
DC 15 wisdom save. One moment. They just made it with a 15.
Oh, you fucking bastard. Okay.
Just made it. It was close. It was mad close. Because it was like
Do I have
13 plus
anything
2.
to make up them reroll? I don't think I do. Okay. I got a fucking roll save.
Oh. Yeah, let's do that.
4th level.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 7. Oh my gosh. What?
So that's fun for me. That's really fun for me. Go ahead and roll on your volatile spell table. Because you're talking, this entire time you've been talking in gibberish.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just remembered
All
that.
right.
I just remembered that. At the end of the damn episode. This is book wild.
Well,
I felt what Kyrene said in my soul. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. I hear you. I hear you. You're right. You're right. It was real to me.
A temper deck.
Okay,
Hey!
a plush armchair, an
Okay,
end
hell
table with
yeah.
a magically burning oil lamp, and one of your favorite books all appear in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. You regain 2 additional sorcery points if you complete a short rest in such luxury. Can I flavor this as it appears for Curtis? Like Curtis appears in this fucking chair and like a glass of water. It's like on the end table and shit like that. It's a fucking anxiety meds.
Off the strength of because I'm a nigga with anxiety and used to be a nigga who fought panic attacks, I will let that ride. I will let that ride because that's so important. I'm so glad you're taking care of them like this right now. So yes, that totally works. Curtis, feel free to roll a hit die if you feel so inclined. Take a short rest. This shadow monster is a coming, and you see it plant one webbed foot. And as it steps out onto the floor of the cave in front of you, a few things happen. First, right behind y'all, there is another massive silver mirror. It just materializes. And through it, you see a swamp. And you see like a swamp at twilight. You see fireflies coming here and there. You hear the swamp more than anything else. The sound is almost piercing because the shadow monster is talking to Bream. And Curtis is panicking, but this dull hum of life in a watery swamp is enough and anachronistic enough that it pulls attention. And as the shadow monster steps out, another foot firmly planted, yawning, its mouth wide, hovering over Bream. Bream, how do you respond to this?
It's kind of like defeated at this point. I've tried 3 times to save her. 2.5. And
It counts. It so counts. We round up.
and Bream's going to stare up at this shadow monster and just go, what was I supposed to do?
As you ask this monster what you were supposed to do, you see it open its mouth, unhinge its jaw opens like a dumbwaiter, like the door to a dumbwaiter.
Mhm.
And on its tongue, that serpentine tongue, is an Eidolon Blossom, glowing, large as your head, speaks, says, exactly what you did. Remember your mother. And I think, given time, that's actually where we're going to end it for today. So, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming to hang out with us while we told Chapter 3 of Husk. I will go around and allow my incredible cast to introduce themselves, tell you where to follow them, and we will be back and talk to me, I guess. Let's start again with Apple Pie.
Hey
You can pop
y'all,
into
it's
there.
your half-dead apple juice over here. Apple juice spelled like Beetlejuice. We're having a nice, completely fine time. You can find me on Batty Bard things and a little bit on TikTok, scarcely. But I will go ahead and pass it on over towards Satine.
Hello, we had a glorious time with our EDM, emotional damage mix. So I am Sateenbonnet. Pronouns my name, none. I'm on the internet with Sateenbonnet. I was playing Ansel. Pronouns it, she, and they. You can find me on Blue Sky. Anything on Batty Bards. But I'll be yapping up mostly on Blue Sky. Bluu.
Hello, gang. It's been so sad. Not real at all. It's been so sad and said. I'm Bluu. I'm trying out they pronouns lately, so you better fucking do that. And I had the absolute pleasure of playing Kyrene this evening, my little baby who just keeps going through it. You can find me in the internet streets as King V, and that's King with a Y. And yeah, honestly, same. I mostly yap on Blue Sky. So that's where you'll find me. And I'm gonna pass it to Duck.
What's going on, y'all? It's everybody's favorite friend, Duck here. Pronouns they, them. I play in Bream. Pronouns he, him, and he is going through it. You can find me everywhere on the internet as @BadDiscoDuck. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on TikTok for as long as it rolls. We'll see how long that is. Yeah. It's been real. I'll pass it back over to Alix.
Sound more enthused. I swear to God. And it is me. Hey, howdy, hi, y'all. My name is Alix. I use they, them pronouns. I have been your game master this evening. And we will be back to play more Husk and figure out what happens to our motley crew of hurt feeling brigade. Like, next Friday? Did I get it right this time? Oh my God. Look at me go. Okay, so next Friday, same bat time, same bat channel. We will be back for more stuff and things also as well. And yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks so much for hanging, guys. We will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you to Kobold Press for sponsoring Husk. If you want to try Tales of the Valiant or the Labyrinth World Book for yourself, check out the QR code on the screen to get your own copy. Thank you for watching.